Hi there, my name is Patricia Power, and I'm the Congregational Minister at Cuyo United Church. It's my pleasure to be with you on this seventh day of the week for Christian unity, and to be part of one of the churches in the Pontiac, bringing reflections to you over the week. Today's reflection is based on Luke chapter 1, verses 39 to 56, and I have used the New International Version of the Bible for any quotes. It may seem like a little bit of a flashback to some weeks before Christmas, as it is about Mary's witness and prophecy when she goes to visit her cousin Elizabeth. This story of Mary is her testimony to her son Jesus, who is the Son of God. So often Mary is portrayed as docile and meek, portrayed as someone who is almost a bystander in her own life, someone who has no control of the events around her. And yet, the passages about Mary that are found in Luke's Gospel belie that, prove that perception of Mary as a misconception. Not meek and mild Mary, but prophesying Mary. Not silent Mary, but Mary who sings out her faith and her love for God. This passage is filled with prophecy, beginning with the prophecy of John from the womb, leaping in recognition of who Mary is and whom she carries, and a repetition of that prophecy by his mother Elizabeth. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. But it is Mary's prophecy that makes this passage so special, because it shows the depth of her understanding of our relationship with God and God's relationship with us and with the world. This prophecy, this statement of her faith, spills out of her. It comes out of her like a fountain rushing from deep within her. She begins with praising how good God has been to her. My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God and my Savior. For he's been mindful of the humble state of his servant. And from now on, all generations will call me blessed. For the Mighty One has done great things for me. Holy is his name. For the Mighty One has done great things for me. This is a woman who understands how intimate the relationship with God can be, but she also understands the need that God has for us to help God to be in relationship with us. In building relationship with humanity, God always relies on humanity to do that work. God needed Moses. He needed his help to bring the Israelis out of Egypt. Numerous times did God come to Abraham, asking Abraham to do things in a certain way to begin building God's chosen people, and to Sarah as well. And these are the stories upon which Mary's faith is built and on which her story lies. And then Mary goes beyond that lineage of personal relationship with God to speak about what God does for the people of God. His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. He has performed mighty deeds with his arm. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but has lifted up the humble. He has filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, just as he promised our ancestors. Isn't it interesting that Mary speaks in the past tense? Because God has already done these things. Because the incarnation has already happened. Jesus is already in human form within Mary. And because Jesus is God, all of these things that are in Mary's prophecy have happened, are happening, and will always happen. What is in Mary's prophecy is what God does out of habit, and in eternity. God eternally enters into our lives, and then we extend that relationship to each other. And Mary says, as she echoes the prophets from down the ages, that God will cast down the arrogant and will lift up the meek and lowly. This is God's mission. And it is the mission that God's church is meant to live out. Done in the spirit that God gives us, where we live out the promises of God in Mary's prophecy. That prophecy where we give of ourselves. We physically do the work of God to bring mercy in every generation. And during this week of Christian unity, we can especially realize bringing the work of God into the world, extending relationship to each other, a world in which we give our gifts of time and talent to make room for the realm of God, where we do what we can to lift each other up and together be the people of God, building the realm of God that Mary tells us about today. We are showing what being the people of God is. A people of hope, a people of peace, a people of joy, a people of love. A people that has known, that knows, and that will know that God is with each of us. Emmanuel. And as this reflection ends, I invite you to listen on YouTube to Mary's prophecy as told in a song called Holy is His Name. It's written by John Michael Talbot, who has rendered a lovely musical version of this passage. Enjoy the rest of this week, and may God bless you.